The first question here. Choose the correct answer. What is the common ratio in the geometric sequence 4, 10, 25, 62.5? Here now we have to find, or they asked me now to find the geometric ratio. Now, how can we find the geometric ratio?
So 10 over 4.
Yes, you will divide this term into its previous one. So 10
it's
over
2.5
will be 2 points. Please, if one girl talk, please listen to her. Okay, خلاص. Now, Habiba, I think she solved the questions. We have to listen to her. So 10 over 4 equal 2.5. Is it right?
Yes.
Yes.
So, where's the answer? So it will be C. Now, what is the common difference in the arithmetic sequence? He asked me now to find a common difference. 1, 5, 9, 13, and 17. Yes, Lemma. Yes, Lemma. How can we find the common difference? The common ratio in the geometric, you will divide the second term into the first term. How can you find the common difference from its name? Common difference. What you have to do?
Teacher.
Yes, Lana.
Mama didn't enter the class.
What?
لما ما دخلت حس.
Yes, I let her enter. I saw her name. Okay, Lana, answer the question. What is the common difference?
4.
4, sorry?
B, 4.
Thank you, 4. You will subtract 5 minus 1 equal 4. Or the answer here is 4. Now, the third one. What is the missing term of the arithmetic sequence? Yes, Sarah. How can you find the missing term? If we have arithmetic sequence.
Teacher, can I just get my calculator? Just 1
Yes.
minute and I'll be back. I'll solve it.
Hello.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Sarah. What is the missing term of the arithmetic sequence? If you have 11, then we have a term, then we have 27. How can you find the term between them?
We do 11 plus 27.
Excellent.
Over 2.
Thank you. Yalla, do it. So if you have, Sarah says that if we have an arithmetic sequence and we want to have to find the missing term, you have to add x plus y over 2. But if we have geometric sequence, you will say the square root of x times y. Yes, Sarah, what is the answer will be?
19. 19.
19. She says 11 plus 27, which equal to 38, over 2, which is 19. Now, question number 2. Yes, Rose. Use the given rule. Write the fifth and the sixth term of the sequence where a sub n is 2 times n plus 1 minus 4.
Okay, we will make a sub 5 equal to times 5 plus 1 minus 4, which is
A sub 5 is 2 times 5 plus
5
1
plus
minus
1
4.
minus 4. Okay. It is
2
0.
minus 6. 2 times 6.
Oh, it is 12 minus 8.
Plus
It's
12
4.
minus 4.
12 minus 4. 8.
What is it? Thank you. A sub 6
And
now.
6, a sub 6 equal to times 6 plus 1 minus 4, which is 2 times 7. It's 10.
Testing. Thank you.
Teacher, are you gonna send this worksheet
Yes, yes.
and the key answers?
No, the key answers no. You have to write it now, or you have to rewatch the video. Now, find the 8th term of each sequence. A sub 7, if A sub 7 is 2.5, and a common difference is 0.4. Yes, Maya, how can you find A sub 8?
We will make the formula an equal a1 plus n minus 1 times d.
Wait, please. You will say A sub n is equal
a1
A1 times n minus 1 times d.
plus
Then,
teacher, can I see the number? I forgot what was the number.
sorry?
The number. I forgot what was it.
I cannot understand.
Can you go back to the
He
question?
wants to see the question.
The previous one? Okay, this one, yes. For this question, okay, what did you want to ask me?
Teacher, because she forget the number of the question. So she
Can you
wants to
go
see the question again.
You mean question 3?
Yeah, she wants to see it again.
Okay, I will write this information here. A sub 7 is 2.5 and D is 0.4.
Okay, so an equal 2.5 plus n minus 1 times 0.4.
But this A is A sub 7. It's not A sub 1. Okay, see, you have two ways here. The shortest way that we know A sub 8 is A sub 7 times R. That's if you have like any sequence 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. If you have this geometric sequence, how can you find 32? You first divide 4 by 2, which is 2. So if you want to find 8, you just multiply 4 by 2, you will get 8. And 8 by 2, you will get 16. So to find 32, you have to find its previous one times R, which is 2. And to find 64, you multiply the previous one by 2. Is it right?
Yes.
So to find a sub 8, I have to multiply. If it is a geometric sequence, you have to multiply a sub 7 by r. If it is arithmetic, you have to say it is a sub 7 plus d. If it is geometric, you have to say a sub 8 is a sub r times r, and a sub 8 is a sub 7 plus d.
It is plus n minus 1 times d.
This is for using this formula. This is the recursive, but with the explicit, you say a sub 8 is equal a sub 7 plus d, the previous one, plus d. This is a way. That's mean a sub 8 is 2.5 plus a common difference d, which is 0.4, so the answer is 0.9. This is a way. You say a sub 8 is the previous term plus d. The another way, the longest way that you can say now, if a sub 7 is 2.5 and d is 0.4. If you want to use this formula, a sub n is a sub 1 plus n minus 1 plus n minus 1 times d, you will say a sub 7 is a sub 1, which I didn't know it, plus 7 minus 1 times the common difference 0.4. Using a sub 7, I can use in a y. If you want to find a sub 8, you say a sub 1 plus 8 minus 1 times d. And you know d 0.4. And you know that, and you need to find a sub 8. But a1, you didn't know it. You don't have any information about a sub 1. How can you find it? By using a sub 7. You say now, it is 6 times 0.4 plus a sub 1 equal 2.5. Then 6 times 0.4 is 0.24, 2.4 plus a sub 1 is equal 2.5. So a sub 1, it will be now 0.1. This is 0.1. Then you will have this number, which is 0.1, and you put it here now, plus 7 times 0.4. Now 7 times 0.4 is 2.8 plus 0.1, you will get now 2.9. This is a longest way, and the shortest way that I give it to you, that you have to add only the previous term, a sub 7 plus d, you will get a sub 8. If you add them, a sub 7 plus d, you will get a sub 8, which is 4 plus 0.4, 2.9. Yes, Rose.
Not always you are going to use it, right? Like sometimes maybe they will give me a.
Sorry?
But not always we will use this way, right? Like sometimes they give us maybe 8.
According to the question, here I gave you a sub 7 and d, and I ask you to find a sub 8. But if I ask you as an example to find the a sub 5, you have to use, or a sub 100, you have to use this way.
Yeah.
Now, here, a sub 9, okay, a sub 9 is 8, and r is 0.5. A sub 9 is equal to 8, sorry, 8, and R is equal to 0.5, and he asked me now to find A sub 8. Yes, Ragad?
Do we use the explicit formula?
Yes, you have to use the explicit formula. And then you have A sub 1, but this is a longest way. You can say, yes, in A sub 8 is A1.
I can use the recursive formula, which
Okay.
is 8 equals A sub 8 plus 0.5.
Times.
So it will be,
Yes, thank you. But yeah, yes, thank you. A sub 9 is A sub 8 times 0.5 or times R. Not plus time.
yeah, it's
Multiply.
the ratio, not the difference, sorry.
Anyway, yes, times R. So A sub 9, which is 8, equal A sub 8 times
0.5.
0.5. Divide by 0.5. Divide by, it will be 16. Thank you. So A sub 8 here now is 16. This is a shortest way. Is it clear?
Yes, teachers.
In this one here now, you have 9, 4, -1, -6, -11. And he asked me now to find A sub 8. So, it is 9, 4, -1, -6, -11, and find A sub 8. Yes, Maya.
Yes, teacher.
Yes. Here you have A sub 1, A sub 2, A sub 3, A sub
Now we're
4,
getting the point.
and A sub 5. And I ask you now to find. This is A sub 6, and this is A sub 7. And I'll ask you now to find A sub 8. How to find A sub 8?
Okay, so we're gonna use
Our first question, is it a geometric or arithmetic?
arithmetic.
Arithmetic, thank you. So the first step, it is arithmetic. Okay, then. So what is yes, Maya, what is the it is 4 minus 9, which equal -5. Is it right? You subtract 4 minus 9, which is -9. This is D. Then A sub 8 is A sub 1 plus n minus 1 times D. A sub 1, we have it, it is 9, plus 8 minus 1 times D. Where's D? I found it, it's -5. Then 7 times -5 is -35, plus 9. You will see now it is 9 minus 35, which is -27. So A sub 8 is -27. Now, let's do number 4. In number 4, we have 3, 9, 27, and he asked me now to find a sub 8. So a sub 8, it is 9 divided by 3. So r here is 3. So it is geometric. So a sub 8, it will be a sub 1 times r raised to the power n minus 1. A sub 1, it's a 3. R, we found it. It's 3, 2 times 8 minus 1. So 3 times to the power 7 multiplied by 3, which is 3 raised to the power 8. So the answer is 6,561. This is for
Teacher,
a sub
it's
8.
3 raised to 7.
7, right?
Yes, 7 multiplied by 3 to be 3 raised to the sub 8.
Because I write 3 to the power 7, it's equal to 1,187.
Okay, then multiply it by 3.
Oh, yeah. Teacher, like in the essay, when you give us essay, what should we write in these steps?
Everything.
Everything, right?
Yes.
Teacher, how many essay questions are there?
A lot. Really I forget how many essays, but you have true and false, you have multiple choice, and you have essay. But you have a lot of essay, and you maybe 4 or 5 like this.
Teacher, do you think we have enough?
How many
time or
questions
no?
are in the test?
I think 13. Yeah, 13 questions.
Teacher, the quiz is
Okay.
45 minutes.
Sorry?
The quiz is 45 minutes.
The quiz? Repeat your question.
The quiz will be 45 minutes.
No, 50. Now, question number 4. Fine. Now look here. In number 4, number 5, and number 7. Okay. These questions have a new idea. So I have only 15 minutes. I want to classify or explain each one, and because it has different ideas than in your book. In question number 4, find the 4 missing terms of the geometric sequence between 8 and 256. In this question here, he told me now that four missing terms between, I have 8 and 4 missing terms, then 256. And he asked me now to find the 4 missing terms. Now, the first step, it is a geometric. If it is geometric, so I need to find the common ratio R. So to find the next and the third and the fourth and the fifth, I need to find R. From this one here, did I have a sub 1?
Yes.
And I have a sub 8. And since I have a sub 1 and a sub 8, I can find R. So a sub 8, it is a sub 1 times R raised to the power n minus 1. Why I use this formula? Because I need R. A sub 8, it is given. It is 256. A sub 1, it is 8 times R, I don't know the value of R, raised to the power 8 minus 1. Then divide by 8, divide by 8. Then 256 divided by 8 is 32. 32, it's equal to R raised to the power 7. Then why it's 32? I think I have a number wrong there. So, sorry, I meant, but I want to make a change. Let's make here, you have to start now with number 2. Okay, the first term here is 2, not 8. So here, a sub 1, it will be 2. So divide by 2, divide by 2, it will be 128.
Teacher,
Yes.
the term 256 is a sub 6, not a sub 8.
Oh, yes, that's why. Yeah. Okay, thank you. So let's make it back. So I will repeat the question now. Okay. Why didn't tell me from the beginning, Alexander? Type. Okay, so here we have 8 now. In this one here, so I have a sub 1, a sub 6. So a sub 6, it is a sub 1 times r raised to the power n minus 1. A sub 6, which is 256, equal 8 times r raised to the power 5. Divide by 8. Divide by 8, we said it is 32. Then 32 is r raised to the power 5. And as you talk in grade 8, if you have 32 equal r raised to the power 5. So what we have to do? How can we find r?
Take the fifth root.
Yes, you will take
On
the
both
fifth root.
sides.
All you can say that we know that 32 is 2 raised to the power 5 and r to the power 5. So that's mean r is equal to 2.
2.
Then after that, I want now to find the missing terms. Just multiply by 2. 8 times 2, 16. Times 2, 32. Times 2, 64. Times 2, 128. And times 2, 256. So these are the 4 missing terms. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, let's go to question number 4. The question number 4 here, if you have 6 plus 10 plus 14 plus 18 and so on, this one is a series. Now, the question is, show that, the first one, show that whether the series is arithmetic or geometric. So the first step now, we have to see if we have R or D. As you see from here, we have what?
It's arithmetic.
D. So D is 4 and it is
Arithmetic.
arithmetic. The second question. Find a sub n. I want you to just to write a sub n. A sub n is a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So a sub n is a sub 1, which is 6, plus n minus 1 times 4. So it will be 6 plus 4 n minus 4. So it will be a sub n is 6 minus 4 is 2, or 4, 2 plus 2. This is now a sub n. In number 3 here, he asked me now to find n. How many terms we have? If you want to know how many terms, that means I have to check number 50. This number here, the last term. What is the number of this term? So you will use this formula and number 50. So you will say 50 is equal to 4n plus 2 minus 2 minus 2. Here I use the last term to know what is the number of the term or how many terms I have. Minus 2 minus 2. So 48 is equal 4. So n is equal to 12. Yes, 12. So we have 12 terms. So that's mean 50 is A sub 12. Now the last one here, he asked me to find the summation. How can you find the summation in the arithmetic sequence?
It's n over 2 multiplied by a1 plus an, which is the last term.
Thank you. So to find S sub n, you will use the first term plus the last term divided by n over 2. Then, where's n? We found it before. It's 12 over 2 times a sub 1, it is 6, plus the last term, it is 50. So you multiply 6 by 56.
So are we going to write S sub 12? No.
Sorry?
We will write S sub 12, right? And teacher to check the numbers of the terms we're going to make it 12 minus 1 plus 1. I mean 12 minus 1.
Sorry, Ross.
Teacher to check the number of the terms we're going to make it 12 minus 6 plus 1.
12 minus
No.
6.
No, خلاص nothing.
Now, I want now to solve number 7. In number 7 here, he told me that we have an arithmetic series where a sub 2 is 15, a sub 5 is 24, and I ask you to find s sub 7. So, s sub 7 is n over 2, which is 7 over 2, times a1 plus a sub 7. So I need to find a sub 1 and I need to find also a sub 7. Now, from a sub 2, we can say that a sub 2 is a1 times r to the power 2 minus 1. So a sub 2 is
Isn't this an arithmetic series?
It's arithmetic.
sorry, finish this. So a sub 2 is a sub 1 plus n minus 1 times d. So a sub 2, which is 15, equal a sub 1, I have to find it, plus 2 minus 1, which is 1, times d. So the first formula here I have, or the first equation, that 15 is equal a plus d. This is the equation number 1. Then I will use also a sub 5. In a sub 5, we say the same steps, a sub 1 plus 5 minus 1 times d. A sub 1, I don't have any information about it, plus 4d equal 24. So by that now I have 2 equations. And by using these 2 equations, I can find a and d. So 15 is a plus d. So that's mean a is 15 minus d. Then 24 is 15 minus d plus 4d. So 24 is 15 plus 3d minus 15 minus 15 24 minus 15 is 9, equal 3D. So D now is equal to 3. Okay? I have two equations here. The first one from A2 and from A4. I need to find A and D. To find A and D, they are two variables. I need two equations. From where I bring these two equations? From this one and the second one. After that, I find D. Because I find D, I will evaluate here and I will find A. Where's A? It will be 15 minus 3, which is 12. Then after that,
that means A1 is 12.
yes, A1 is 12, yes. Then, since now, as I told you, D is 3 and A1 is 12, I need now to find A1. Okay, I found it. Now I need A sub 7. How can I find A sub 7?
It's going to be A1 plus 6D.
You will say yes, it is A1 plus 6D or A5 plus 2D. So it is A1 plus 7 minus 1 times D. A sub 1 is 12 plus 6 times 3. 18 plus 12 is 30. So A sub 7 now, it is 30. So I have now A sub 1. I have now A sub 7. I will evaluate here now to find S sub 7. S sub 7, it is 7 over 2 times A sub 1, which is 12, plus A sub 7, which is 30. Now 42 times 7 divided by 2. 42 divided by 2, it is 21 times 7, 140.